Guys, so this is just a quick weekly outlook. So I'll be starting with GJ on the monthly time frame. As you can see here, we have this candle's high being broken. Let me zoom in some more. Yeah, this candle's high being broken. So this became our weekly bullish order block. Well, monthly bullish order block. As you can see, price came back down into this order block, came down to the mean threshold. Price respected it beautifully. Um, so I expect price to take this monthly high right here. So my target, I'm bullish on GJ until this high is taken out. So bullish on GJ, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Um, bias is bias based on the higher time frame is higher probability. Bias should always be based on the daily, weekly, or monthly. When you go down to the weekly now, as you can see, that price lines up perfectly. The mean threshold of the monthly order block, which is this here, the mean threshold of the monthly order block is actually close to the high of the weekly order block. So I expect a bullish week this week on GJ. We also have another weekly order block here, supposedly bearish. However, I don't expect it to break below here because price met a monthly order block, and the monthly is obviously stronger than weekly. So I'm bullish on GJ until this high is taken out, and my target is actually based on 3 months. So I go up to the quarterly time frame. I expect price to fill this gap here, as well as here. So we have a gap here in price. So that's a gap there in price that I expect us to fill. So I'm bullish until there, which is a pretty huge range. So we just be looking for buys on GJ for like a while until order flow changes. So that's the weekly. On the daily time frame, however, I expect a swing low to be formed here. So you can see we have this candle here with one higher high on the left of it. So I don't expect this daily candle to break below this low. If it does, then obviously we are no longer moving to the upside right now. We probably go for a deeper retracement into this order block, probably to fill this fair value gap here, probably to fill this fair value gap right here on the daily. But as I mentioned, this is a monthly order block, so I really don't expect the daily order block to trump that. It's just a game of probabilities, honestly. So that's me on GJ. The H4 is also bullish, and this is the last down candle before we move up. So that's our H4 order block. That's our H4 order block right there. This is our H4 order block, which lines up perfectly with the 62% level. Yep, lines up perfectly with 62%. So I'm expecting an entry tonight on GJ. As you can see here, time being my indicator, time and price are the only two things I focus on. The algorithm paints in line with time and price, so I trade only with time and price. So clearly GJ is going to be active during the London session, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. news. So I'm simply looking for a bullish H1 break in market structure, return to order block. As you can see right now, market structure has shifted on the hourly, so that's good, and we expect price to come around this area here and then when we get an H1 BMS RTO, we'll buy and target these highs and these highs. Really simple, really simple procedure. So let's move to EU and USD CAD. So Euro USD, which is like my favorite pair. Same thing on the monthly. You have this monthly order block right here. I didn't use this order block because of how big it was, as well as the mean threshold of this order block. The mean threshold of this order block lined up pretty close to the high of this candle, so I prefer to just use the high of that candle, focus on that order block just for neatness sake. So price on the monthly hits this order block, expecting close. Is simply a game of probabilities. So that's the monthly OB. From a weekly perspective, we have this order block right here. We have this fair value gap, so I expect price to maybe fill this gap before moving to the upside, but this is the mean threshold of this order block, and as you can see, price has respected it beautifully. So I expect an up week on on Euro USD. To take these equal highs, as you can see, we have equal highs here, which is something we always look for, something we always target. We have the daily. See a swing low formed on the daily, beautifully, a beautiful swing low formed on the daily. So we definitely expect some movement to the upside on EU this week. Once a swing low is formed, then we could expect some level of movement away from that price point, especially since we are currently at a weekly order block. So that's me for EU. I probably won't be trading Euro USD until after this 2 p.m. news, just to be safe, you know. And then also on Wednesday we have some nice red folder and medium impact news on Euro USD. So I'm patient. I know where we are in price now, and I know where we have a high probability of going. So all I really need is the hourly break-in market structure return to order block, a bullish one, and I'll be doing that until price takes these highs. So that's me for EU. So tonight at London session, I'll only be focusing on GJ. If I see something really nice on EU, then probably, but as of now, I'm really bullish on GJ. If you use the Fibonacci, you see the 62% lines up perfectly with this H4 order block, but my entry pattern is an hourly break-in market structure return to order block. So right now the hourly has turned to bearish, which is good. We have these equal lows here, so I'm a bit skeptical. That's why I'm waiting until New York or after the red folder news to trade EU. So that's my outlook on EU and GJ thus far. UCAD is the next pair we'll be looking at. UCAD is setting up nicely. On the monthly here, you can see we are at a bearish order block. Alright, so this is our order block on the monthly. The price came up there, rejected it beautifully. We could have caught in a nice trade there at New York on Monday. Actually, no, you'll probably missed this trade. Price swept the highs, and price hasn't come back to the order block yet, which is a good thing. So we could easily expect a return to order block here, back to the downside to attack these equal lows. We have a lot of liquidity here below these lows, these equal lows. So that's my perspective on UCAD. Price hit the monthly order block, so I'm bearish on UCAD until these lows are taken out. Pretty simple, guys. All the price either goes up or down. Just determine the direction of price, where it is now and where it's going to from a higher time frame, and just go to a lower time frame and get some entries and carve out some consistent profits until the price hits that point. So that's my perspective on my 3 pairs for this week. I wish you guys a good week, good luck, good trading, stay calm, stay focused, and all the best.